Hey Collective, welcome to Copper Visions. My name's Antonio. If you're here, trust that there's something in this message for you. You have been guided in a divine way to express the fullness of who you are, and this is a natural expression of the reflection of that which you seek. So aligning with the highest love, with the highest light, with the most expansive and soulful version of who you are. I feel like I said that kind of funny, like connecting with the fullness of who you are is what we're doing here now, and there might be a bit of a tongue twister that comes up in this reading. There's a lot of support here, this energy that I'm in right now. There's a lot of it's okay to be messy. It's okay to let things slip past your awareness because you're focused on other things. It's okay to discover new aspects of yourself after maybe being in a relationship, the same relationship for so long, and that relationship could be to your work, to a person, to yourself. Always place the energy where it belongs, but there's definitely something that has switched or that has shifted. I mean, as always, if you're here, but you are a collective that is growing really fast. You are a collective that has the awareness of a hawk, of divine understanding, of divine being, of divine knowing, and there's this confidence that you are unlocking more and more each day as you continue to allow yourself to step into the fullness of who you are. So let's see what else wants to come out. And I'd like to know, Spirit, what collective needs to know before it happens. Ooh, justice in reverse. Interesting. Ooh. Okay, maybe someone will say something about something you've made or created. And it'll have you, I just see the justice here, and I don't know how, will it focus? Anyways, the eyes are wide open, and normally there's things in these cards that I see in very particular moments, right? And so that has never stood out to me before, but it looks like almost like the justice is going like, oh my God. So maybe in reverse, I mean, there's a king and there's a peasant, I guess, that are, oh wow, about to fall on their heads. Interesting. But the justice, I'm getting you are actually this justice. It's interesting. I've really never felt like I resonated with being this judge, or yeah, I guess that's what you would call it. In the justice card, there's a judge, right? And so you I think you have flipped this poor king and peasant upside down on their heads. And what's funny about reading this in reverse is normally I'd be like, this is maybe something's gonna play out that does not feel like it's in your favor, or you're scared of that being the truth. But I'm actually getting that you are the one kind of doing this, or you're doing something that's allowing this king and this peasant to, well, who's this king? Let's see. Oh, okay, well, this is a journey. Oh, this king is a 10, oh my God, in the 10 of swords right now. So someone you know, maybe that is going through an ending of sorts, or an aspect of yourself that is ending. Maybe this king is realizing that they're not as much of a, well, I want to say high stakes ruler as they thought. There's another level to being a leader, and that is the level of the emperor. So perhaps there's something that the king needed to let go of, maybe a perspective, in order to actually step into the leadership role that they're designed and destined to be in. And as far as this peasant, though, I don't know who that is. It's just like multiple people. It seems like you've been connecting with a lot of people if you're here. Oh, wow. And then another energy of being wounded or having a bandage on one's head. The Nine of Wands is here. And I think that's really fascinating. It's almost like you know that these guys are all friends already. And maybe they come from the same friend group. And you're just helping each other along on this journey where you've been dealing with this king that's not been really leading with full responsibility for the actions that they've taken. And I only laugh because it feels like the Justice card is so prevalent. So are you with me? Are you with me, collective? Yes, we're with you. Yeah, if you're not, that's cool. The Lovers just wanted to say hi. Oh my gosh. You are finding your divine birthright. You're finding your... Well, I see this apple. Maybe you've eaten an apple today. Keeps the doctor away, right? I know. I want to show you, but they're very, very not ready for YouTube at the moment. So obviously I can only show you. But you know, lovers. The Lovers. Powerful choice. Powerful card of choice and union. The way this spread is unfolding too, this isn't a particular spread. It's almost like there's a story that's unfolding that you're bearing witness to in a very. I'm getting this image of someone going into a restaurant and really enjoying sitting, not only where you want to sit, but you're sitting in a corner or like somewhere where you can see everything happening, and maybe not many people are as aware of you as you are of them. Well, what about this Lovers? A truce. That's what it is. There's a truce here. There's an offering. Oh my God, yeah. And the card that got me to do this reading tonight was just on the top of my... Okay, so it's coming together. Offerings. Abundance lies in the heart that allows. Share more than expected and see love come around. Share more than expected and see love come around. So there's a truce between these two energies. That's what I'm getting, this Ten of Swords and this Nine of Wands, which are kind of similar in a way, but the Nine of Wands is more perseverance and 10 is an ending. So there's a whole string here of understanding that is happening. Yeah, getting tongue-tied here. Because there's so much to keep track of. And maybe you don't really have to keep track of it, but because you're so aligned with your own values that you already know what's true in the moment and what's not. Sometimes it's difficult though. Sometimes it's difficult, and I feel this, whatever this relationship thing has been, or this understanding, because it could be two aspects of yourself finding a truce, or you and someone else or other people. Ooh, and I think I just saw the Ten of Cups flash, but it hesitated a bit. It was almost like, I'm here, but it's not the time for that. So maybe knowing that you are really supported by the dream, the vision that you've made for yourself, for your life, that is the thing that is carrying you forward behind the scenes. And nobody needs to know about it in order for it to be true, except you. It's about how much you believe in yourself. And actually, the title of a video, I haven't even watched it, but and I don't know if you have ever seen Freya Ray, but she just posted a video, and it was saying that it's because you treat it like a joke. And I've just been like kind of processing that and asking myself, what if I've been treating like a joke? And I think that at the end of the day, and look, I haven't watched the video, so I don't know what she's really talking about, but... And I feel kind of crazy for referencing another reader like this, but I do feel like I'm in this energy of kind of sharing more than expected. So with all the love, light, and healing to her and her channel, always, right? Cool. But just asking myself the question of is there something in my life that I'm treating like a joke? Or is there something that you're kind of treating like a joke in your life? And maybe it's this, maybe it's work, maybe it's a relationship, or maybe it's an idea that you have for your future. And honestly, it actually feels like more of a call to take yourself seriously, to take your ideas seriously, so that you can see them through, and so that you can really give it the momentum that it deserves. And funny enough, this is exactly the energy of the Chariot and the Page of Pentacles. I didn't even see it before I showed you, but I've been holding them this whole time. Speaking of moving forward, huh? In the energy of opportunity and offering maybe a little bit more than you thought. There's a lot of people here, though. There's a lot of people here. So what? Oh, so a lot of reflecting. There's a lot of reflections going on right now, and it's almost like you're trying to understand who or what is true about you versus other people. Because most of the time, depending on the people you're around, aren't really thinking to themselves, oh, am I projecting something right now? Or what? Or what? But rest is really, really important. Saying that for me too. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Oh, interesting. A message coming in. Oh, Knight of Swords takes you by surprise. Always does. Very hasty, I want to say, this time around. Very hasty, huh? Ooh. And this is on the side of the peasant, not the king. Interesting. Okay, anything about this king energy? Because I feel like I wanted to like dominate that. I wanted to get that figured out, because anything that happens during a reading is part of the reading. There's a plane flying over, so you could be traveling as well. Page of Swords, just another confirmation of information, another confirmation of some type of information coming in. From the king. Really? Really? Or you know something about... I'm hearing you know something, you know about something before it happens. What's going to happen? Oh wow, with the Ten of Swords? Sheesh. You never know. I mean, it doesn't have to be dramatic. So dramatic. But if you're here... Strength. You're strong. You're a strong one. Something strong, though, is happening. And the infinity symbol is really standing out here. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Okay, I know. I feel like the energy shifted. It's kind of going. It's dissipating. There's not much happening. I don't even know. Oh, well, I mean, it has to do with your own manifestations, your own independence, and your own ability to create a life for yourself. Whatever information is coming in, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, and I see the Emperor. Oh my God, wait, what? Interesting. This is a whole other thing. And I was talking about the Emperor before he showed up, and what I'm seeing right now is a really interesting mix of, and I'll just try to go through this quickly. The Emperor feeling a bit heartbroken or healing from something, reached a bit of an awakening. Maybe you brought this on. And it's about being light. There's a lightness that's needed in order to reach another level of healing. And in order to really heal, there is something that they have to let go. Maybe it's an outcome. Maybe it's an outcome with you. Or maybe this Emperor is you, and you're acknowledging that you got to move on from something. Which is, maybe it's the thing that you've been treating in a way that, well, is a joke. Or something about it. I don't think you've been treating it like a joke. That's the thing. I think that's the reason why it's come up so much for me personally. But within this energy is that I don't think you're taking it like a joke, but apparently someone is. Treating it like a joke, taking it like a joke. Interesting. Did I say that? If you're taking, okay. But there's success here. With the Six of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. It's been really slow moving, but you're successful. I mean, I am hearing bro energy, but because one of the readings I did, I talked about this Six of Wands here, and this woman like waiting on her man, like in such a silly way of, you know, this guy just got back from this long journey, but what I think is actually happening in this energy is that he is realizing that he actually has to make an offer in order for this long journey to even make sense. So there's a lot going on here, collective. and I'm having a blast, but I feel like there should be a central point, and I kid you not, the speak your truth card came out just to clarify, you know, or maybe I want to encompass what this energy is and make it known make it known. That's all that's coming in. Speak your truth, express yourself. With the Lovers, in order to come to a I was gonna say unition, into a union, you gotta speak up. You gotta say something. You have something to say. What do you have to say? I feel like I'm speaking to someone who needs to do that. Yeah, I mean, oh my God. Well, okay. So it says Kundalini activation, but clearing karma. You've been clearing some karma. You've been doing some clearing, some cleaning, and all while you've been doing this, it's allowing you to have a clearer channel into your vortex, your alignment. You're aligning with infinite abundance. So there are so many beautiful experiences that I don't even think could fit into one lifetime that you already have going for yourself. That's the thing. And I think you've been playing small. I think you've been kind of playing small. And maybe if you're like, absolutely not. I've played super big, you know, like, heck yeah, you know your truth. Speak your truth, right? Like, don't let me tell you. Yet, if you do feel like you can play bigger, right? And shoot, I'm right there with you, because look, collective, I want to do this for a living. I want to do this for a living. I want to be here more often. I want to give my energy to this. I love this. I feel free. I feel authentic. I feel like myself, and I feel like I get somewhere. Whereas in maybe the real world, it feels like so hard to get anywhere in life sometimes, because you're around people who don't have the same vision as you. And of course not everyone's gonna have the same vision as you, but for heaven's sake, I'm hearing, for heaven's sake, don't we know we all want love? Don't we know that... Here's the thing. There's a difference between pleasantries and a baseline of respect. If you don't have time for pleasantries, it sounds like a different way of saying What would you say? The hunt. It's a way. I do feel. I feel. Well, he's pulling his arrow back, and he's about ready to shoot that arrow at something. And it's a card of allegiances, like who are you hunting with, or like. Also, I'm just getting this phrase of hunting not being the hunted. I think you've been hunted for a long time. That feels true. I mean, it feels like you've been a bit of a, well, I was going to say underdog, or not necessarily a victim for being in circumstances that you couldn't control, maybe. But I don't feel like you see yourself as a victim, because you take responsibility and you go for things and you learn from them no matter how they go. And so, but I do feel like you've been a victim of other people's poor behavior, is what I feel like. And you are actually so compassionate. And 26 here is an 8, and I'm also remembering the 8 of Cups that kind of came out with the Emperor. And so maybe you have been so compassionate and it's actually got you, well, I'm hearing nowhere. It feels like that. It's like, where does your compassion actually bring you? But it's a beautiful thing. So I'm not going to undervalue that here. No. No, sirree. No, ma'am. Alignment. Alignment and then. Alignment and then. This feels like we've just opened a book, and obviously, in how many minutes? Okay, 22 minutes in, 22:11. 22:11. Whoa, 2:11 is very significant. That is magical. And February 11th could be significant to you. It could be. Or just 11/22. And I'm seeing soul expansion, yes, queen, unknown ancestor. That's the thing that's supporting you. I think cherry. Oh, yeah. And just as you are, please. Cherries. Yeah, cherries could. I'm getting Shirley Temple. I'm getting Sprite. Like an actual Shirley Temple. But there's a card that fell. Wait. There's a message about this card. And it's in reverse, but it says let go. Of what? Of what, Spirit? Of what are we letting go of? I'm hearing the outcome. Okay. Whatever it's going on right now, I mean, there's something but I want to be specific. I want to know what that is. There's 2 cards here. Maybe they'll help. Ooh, Jupiter and Broken Spectre. Oh my god, in reverse too. It says turmoil, elders, supremacy. Interesting. Kingdom is falling. There's a kingdom that is falling. The 10 of Swords. Jupiter. And that is a never-ending storm on that planet. So it's like that's what's coming to an end. This storm. Oh my god, maybe you've been in this storm for so long. And you've just seen I mean, it's literally a planet, it's at this point, it's the planet of storms. And you're like, when will this end? All that's needed is communication, apparently. And Broken Spectre, mystery, illusion, and magnification. So it's almost like the storm is being magnified. Oh, and oh my god, and this little kid is actually just looking out at Jupiter and seeing it, maybe for something that they thought it was different, but now you're learning the truth about what this is. You're learning the truth about what this storm really really is telling you, really was made to inform you about. So, okay, I'll pull one more card after this. I feel keeping it open-ended is probably the best bet at this point, because we gotta... Oh, and Broken Spectre came out first, so I'm gonna read that to you. Okay, let's see. It says, on high peaks, fearful figures loom large in the clouds, but they are not ghosts, merely the shadows hikers cast into the mists below. The Broken Spectre, though named for the mountain where the phenomenon became a legend, is a glimpse from any misty peak. Do not let a distorted self-image scare you off the path. Chills. What path to take? What path to take? Collective. Whoa, this is big. This is huge, and Jupiter's huge. I don't really know, compared to Earth, I feel like many Earths can fit into Jupiter. So it's almost like you living your life. You've lived lifetimes. You have lived lifetimes here, and you're almost about, you've just about figured out this freaking storm of self-image. So let's see what this storm is about. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system, okay, and was the first to form. Neon rain and violent vortexes cloud its turbulent atmosphere, and in its great red spot, a storm larger than Earth has raged for almost 200 years. Release your inner tempest. And releasing your inner tempest is all about saying exactly how you feel. Whoa. I'm hearing cat fight. But no, I don't want, it doesn't need to be a fight. It's just why it's felt like an inner fight, like two cats just going at it inside of you, and you're just like, oh man, you've been so separated from something, from yourself in a way, because you haven't been able to speak your truth, and it's been holding you back. Look at the difference. Both of these figures are looking at something and they're like, do I get to lose this or make this my one and only, you know? And not that it's a one and only, but is this the opportunity of my lifetime, or do I need to let this go in order to find the opportunity of my lifetime that's actually meant for me? Now, because maybe at one time, yes, but now, maybe not. Let's get some advice. Dang. Got so quiet too. 28. Oof. Wow. 33. I think 33 was the age that Jesus died. If you're... For some reason I just need to say that. Yeshua. His real name. Maybe you're in your younger 30s, or 33 just could be significant to you. I mean, in any shape or form. Ah man, 2 cards came out. Ooh, seeing the true you and dream a beautiful dream. Okay, dream a little dream of me. I don't think those are the words, but I think that's kind of what you're doing. You're dreaming a dream of you, of. I mean, I started out this channel with aligning with the highest version of who you are, or the highest light, the highest love, right? So what do? Do we combine these things? Sometimes we believe what others tell us we are, as though the self we see reflected back to us through their eyes is truth. Yet the accuracy of a reflection depends on the clarity of that which is doing the reflecting. Trust your inner vision of yourself, your life, your path, your destiny. You are capable of a radical self-empowerment that accommodates rigorous self-analysis and generous self-compassion. When you truly behold yourself, you will recognize your darkness and your light, and know yourself to be love. Own yourself, your motivations, your intentions, and your truth. You were born divinely decreed to be you. That was this card. Okay. So, there's magic in your most whimsical ideals. Beautiful dreams can inspire the practical, hardworking dedication required to bring them to life for the betterment of the world. You have the power to be a positive influence. Remember that, so you can own it joyfully. Whatever has been troubling you is now enveloped in a golden sphere of light and aligned with the sacred geometry of the flower of life. It is being healed and corrected. The true beauty of what is meant to be will soon be known to you. Be confident, constructive, and anticipate a most glorious revelation. Let that be enough. Let that be enough, please, collective. Because God knows you are more than enough. I'm hearing shit's about to get real. So let it get real and speak your truth. You beautiful soul. So beautiful. So damn beautiful you are. And I hope you know that. So I hope I see you on the next one. And if not, catch you later. Okay. I love y'all. Bye.